Yo, guys, if you've ever struggled with content creation, you've been wanting to make content, you just don't know where to start, this video could literally change your life because these are the ways that I rewired my brain for success on social media after struggling with it for over 7 years, despite knowing that it was exactly what I needed to do in order to level up myself and in order to go and live the life that I wanted. I just felt stuck because I had these limiting beliefs that you probably have too if you're watching this video. So I'm going to run through them and I'm going to tell you the exact process for how I rewired my brain for success on social media. Because the first thing that honestly stops a lot of people from succeeding is just thinking that content creation is oversaturated. And let me tell you, even though there's millions of people creating content, that does not mean that there's not room for one more. Because the thing is people are only spending more and more times on their phone. These short form video apps are getting better and better at pushing out content to the right number of people. They're actually favoring smaller creators a lot of the time, wanting to make sure that people can actually succeed on their platform. And the thing is even if there's 20 million other people creating in a similar niche to you, it doesn't actually matter, because the thing is you have a unique experience that the world is hungry to see. You just need to actually let yourself communicate that, because no matter how many people there are making videos on a particular topic, there's still room for other people to be making videos on those same things with a unique spin, whether that's a different lifestyle, a different type of experience, a different viewpoint. Just because there's a lot of people making videos does not mean that you cannot be one of them, because the algorithms are going to ultimately push out content depending on what is effective at getting views. So there's creators that have like millions of followers that still get barely any views. Yes, they are going to get more views than you if you're just starting out. But if you're able to learn the skills of content creation, of actually making videos that are engaging, valuable, and unique, then the algorithms are going to want to push out your content. Like, I've managed to grow an Instagram from pretty much 0 to 10,000 followers in like 60 days. One of my clients was able to go from 2,000 to 35,000 in like 90 days. And so it really is not difficult to go and create content. You just need to be actually able to do it. And brings me to the second limiting belief that a lot of people struggle with a lot of the time, is that you need edited videos to succeed. And this is a funny thing that even like very established creators with hundreds of thousands of followers are realizing, is that you don't need overly edited videos. You barely need any editing. Some of the most successful creators, one of my friends that like does over $100,000 a month and just barely posts just unedited videos. And some of these creators post completely unedited videos. They just go and record themselves talking and then upload it. For me, I like to go and add a little text hook above my head. I like to add captions. But this thing is this is the same belief that kept me from posting on Instagram, even while I was growing from 0 to like 50,000 followers in 2014 or 2024 when I first started doing TikTok. The thing is I thought that, oh, Instagram is more professional. I need more edited videos to go and succeed on that, like all my other creators that I was seeing and looking up to. And the truth is that you really don't. I've managed to make over $25,000 in the last like 4 months from just posting videos that have barely any editing. The only editing that I'll sometimes do is like deleting a little bit when my phone decides to go and say, oh, low battery, and then cut off my clip. It's really like so minimal editing where it takes only like a couple of minutes to go and make a video, really. And some of those videos will do over 100,000 views. A lot of them regularly will do like 1 to 5,000 views, and sometimes they'll go up to 10,000 and 20,000 if I'm really hitting it right. And the thing is you don't need editing to succeed, because what editing does, it does make your videos look flashier. It does make them look more professional, but it also makes them less relatable. And really, like, people are hungry for actual presence, especially if you're in the spiritual community, especially if you're somebody that wants to actually speak people and inspire from your heart. Then editing could actually be a disadvantage, because it's going to make you seem more disingenuous. There's a real trend in social media right now where people are just posting themselves being authentic, because people are authentic for actual human connection, something that's been so rare in the like world where everything's super edited, where everything's super fake. Like, you cannot fake just actually sitting down and being yourself. And so that's why, like, you really don't need videos that are edited. What you actually need to do is learn the skill of presence. And the more that you think that, oh, I need this thing, then the more that you're going to go and just find ways to actually not do it. And the key to content creation, to really rewiring your brain here, is removing all of the obstacles for you to be successful, for you to actually do the fundamental thing of creating content. And that brings me to the third limiting belief that you need to smash if you want to be a successful content creator, which is that thinking that making content is hard. And listen, I thought this too. When I was first starting, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to go and have a good camera presence. I don't know what to even talk about or how to go and make an engaging video. And all those things are something that you're going to learn as you do it. And if you need help with this, go and click the link in the description and apply for my coaching program. And I'll show you all the tricks for how I've managed to grow close to 100,000 followers, how my clients are growing incredibly rapidly, how one of my clients is getting a 20,000 view video just a week into creating content despite having no experience doing it. Because it is not hard. You just need to go and actually allow yourself to do the fundamental action of creating content. Because when you think creating content's hard, what you're going to do is you're going to put an energetic filter on yourself that is worried about your success. It's going to be very self-conscious. It's going to be like worried about how you look, how you sound. It's going to be analyzing all of these like small things, when what you really need to be doing is looking at the bigger picture of how is my video actually going to be perceived by people that are watching it as a whole. Do I have a good hook? Do I have a valuable topic? Am I saying something that is unique or interesting? Am I saying it with like a high energy or something that's engaging? Like, these are way more important than just thinking like, oh my gosh, am I going and sounding all right? Did I say this word like a little weird? You know, like all of these like micro fixations on like the incredibly small aspects of yourself. If you're finding yourself redoing a clip like 10, 20, like even like a couple times, then you're really disconnecting yourself from your own authenticity, which is the real currency of social media these days, that can actually allow you to make videos that are getting thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of views regularly. Is that you just actually need to be yourself. And like, getting a bunch of followers is also not difficult. Like, when I got my 10,000 followers in 67 days, what happened is I only had a couple videos that did 100,000 views. Some of them did well, like 500,000, I believe. But the thing is those videos will get you, assuming you're actually delivering value and not just like making a meme account, you know, then a lot of those people are going to follow you because they see like, oh wow, there's something authentic to this. There's something unique. And so like, to create content effectively, what I've realized is you need to remove all possible barriers to yourself for creating content. If you don't have something in place, you need to figure out how to do it without it. If you think that you don't need a nice camera, you don't need like fancy edits, what you need is to just regularly develop the skill of being able to pick up your phone and channel your higher self through the video. You need to be able to go and like get in this state of excitement of being ready to share, because that's where your higher self really is, guys. Your higher self is a being that is a total alchemist. They're ready to create 24/7. They know the power of what it is they're doing. They know their own transformational capacity. And like, if you're living in the third dimension, if you're feeling disconnected from that version of yourself, you're going to find it difficult to create content. When you're living in the 5D, in the presence that, oh, I can actually change anything with my intention right now, there is no barrier for me to change anything in my life, then what happens is creating content becomes incredibly easy for you. Like, and this is how like you can go and post multiple videos a day. Like, I'll post like 3 to 5 videos a day a lot of the time, just simply recording like maybe like 30 to 40 minutes every day. Like, it doesn't take that long. But like, the reason that it can feel difficult is when you're in this mode of just like wanting to scroll, being like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Let me just scroll Instagram for an hour to find something, and you don't find anything. And you're like, oh, I'm tired. You know, like, you need to really recondition your brain. So instead, when you're logging on the apps, where you get in a creator mindset, because that is what's going to actually let you just consistently open up your channel and channel your higher self. Like, a lot of the time, you don't even always need to even know exactly what you're going to say. You can just allow yourself to be like, hey, I have an idea for a message. Let me start it out with a hook that works. And this is something that's going to take a little bit of practice for you to find, like, okay, what hooks really work for you? Like, what do people want to hear from you? For me, it's like, okay, you could try something like, hey, your spirit guides projected me into your hologram to give you this message. Or, this is one of the most powerful, if you're seeing this on or before this date, because I love astrology. Or, you know, like, this is going to break the matrix. Like, these are all hooks that have worked for me, and you could use them. You can find out what works for you, you know, but like, the best way to do this is just to be creating consistently, to be testing things out. To when you see a video, like, give yourself like 5 minutes of scrolling research time max. You're like, hey, let me see a video. I'm going to go and like use a similar hook, going to get inspired, you know, but you have to go and trigger your brain to be in this state of inspiration rather than consumption. Because that's why content creation feels difficult, is because you haven't flexed the muscle. It's just like if you're going and dreading going to the gym every day, you're not going to want to go. You're going to think, oh, it's hard, I don't want to do it. But if you actually just get used to the pattern of waking up, going to the gym, doing a workout, then it suddenly is not that hard anymore. It actually becomes pretty easy. And so that's what you really need to do to recondition your brain for social media success, is you need to allow yourself to be in this energy of creativity, you know, and then you really like, one of the most important things, this is the last tip that I'm going to give you, is making sure that you remember that you are your best self right now, that you are totally qualified, that there's no better time for you to like experience the massive alchemical growth in your income and your presence and your impact than right now. Because a lot of people think that, oh, I need to have some accomplishment in order to start creating content. And that can be great if you already have one. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to cut yourself off and put anything in between you creating content in this now. If you're still learning a skill, talk about you learning that skill. Talk about why it's good. Talk about what it is that you're learning, why it's valuable. There's so many things to talk about. And the thing is, you just need to realize that you can actually speak on whatever it is that you're excited for. The algorithms will do the hard work of finding the people that are ready to receive what it is that you have to give. But you have to be ready to show up for those people every day and think about it like, hey, I'm going to go and have a friend that is kind of my rich friend that could give me whatever it is that I want. They have all the connections in the world. I'm just going to show up for them, be a good friend, go and talk to them every day, check in, be like, hey, tell them what it is that I'm learning, and this friend is endlessly fascinated by you. And you can tell like exactly how fascinated they are by the interactions, the views, the likes, the comments, the saves, all of those things. But you want to be showing up for this person so that they can actually give you whatever it is that you want to receive, because content creation is the best way to go and build a business. It's the best way to go and get connections. It's the best way to go and really unlock this higher level of expression for yourself that's going to bring you everything that you want, but you need to be ready to show up for it. And so ultimately, if you follow these tips, if you actually realize that content creation is not oversaturated, there's space for you, if you realize you don't need edited videos, if you realize that it can be easy, you just have to let yourself be inspired, and you let yourself show up in this energy of magnetism and this energy of believing and knowing that you are enough, then I guarantee that your videos will do well as long as you stay consistent with it. And if you want to fast track this, because yes, there is a learning curve, you do need to learn certain principles about content creation. But if you don't have this right mindset in place, then you're going to go and try and fail, and then you're going to get discouraged and you're going to fail again because you might have one of these limiting beliefs. When in reality, all you need to do is show up from this place of your higher self and create content from this place of inner alchemy, of inner transformation, of inner vibrancy that is going to actually attract people to you so you can grow your business, so you can go and inspire people, so you can go and just have a good time and make connections for people that want to invite you out for vacations or give you the knowledge that you need. It really is actually so amazing when content creation starts to change your life. And you're going to see it probably like a couple months into it. I know just about like 5 months into it for me, somebody was already inviting me out to stay at their place in Costa Rica, a really awesome dude. And so it's not hard to go and get these connections. It just requires that you show up consistently, that you be yourself, and that you actually like learn the skills. So if you want to learn the skills faster rather than slower, because to be honest with you, I only learned the skills after going and being very close friends with someone that already had 50,000 followers on both TikTok and Instagram. And so if you want to go and learn the skills from someone like that, feel free to click the link in the description. Apply for my coaching program. I would love to help you, especially if you're a business owner or you want to scale a business. You can get results so quickly once you learn these principles. But the most important thing is that you're ready to show up authentically, because that's the only way that you can actually realize this massive growth in your personal evolution and how much you're willing to share and your income, is if you're really willing to be authentic and learn the skills of just being your higher self on camera. So anyway, go comment skills if this is helpful for you. If you want any other me to talk on any other topics, go and leave those in the comments. And if you want help to go and grow a business or create a business using social media, go and click the link in the description, and I'd love to help you. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and follow for more. Aloha.